One of the 7 Republican candidates for governor on the June primary ballot is David Jones. The Falmouth-based businessman is making his first run for elective office. Political Brew host Phil Hirschkorn has his profile.
Yeah, I haven't held political office, but I know what's going on.
70-year-old David Jones has never run for office before. He says state government needs a fresh set of eyes.
I think that's what you need. I mean, a guy like myself can see the forest through the trees. You get an outsider like myself, a CEO, guy who owns his own company, signs the front of the check. You know, I'm a numbers guy. I say numbers don't lie, people do, right? So I think it's really good to get a guy like me in there as the next governor of the state of Maine.
Jones took over his company, real estate brokerage F.O. Bailey, 15 years ago after growing up in New Jersey and starting his career in Florida.
I started from scratch. I was, got out of high school barely, and then started banging nails and built my company up with just grit and persistence. I used to build multifamily homes, high-rises, malls, shopping centers.
Jones wants to apply his expertise in developing, buying, and selling homes to Maine's housing shortage and high costs.
Regulations are the problem for everything. We got 135,000 regulations. I think it just has to be simplified.
Jones would lower property taxes by raising the existing $25,000 homestead exemption, the amount homeowners can deduct from their property valuation.
I want to increase the homestead exemption tax from where it is today to $500,000.
Jones proposes cutting $2 billion of the state's $12 billion biennial budget. He'd trim the government payroll.
We got over 25,000 employees in the state of Maine. State employees. That's a huge number for when you only have 1.4 million people in the state of Maine. What I want to do is I've come up with my own version of DOGE. It's called David's Office of Government Efficiency.
Jones would target MaineCare, health care for low-income residents, which comprises a third of the budget.
One of the things I want to do right off is I want to make sure that we make everyone on MaineCare reapply. Anyone that's a non-citizen should be on it. All right, the bottom line is we're taking taxpayer money that we paid in and the federal government has given us to take care of Maine people. And if they're not a legal citizen in the state of Maine, then they shouldn't qualify for the benefit.
Jones is aligned with President Trump. He formed a political action committee to back his first White House run and was a delegate to the 2024 Republican Convention Platform Committee.
Look, whatever Trump does or any other president does, I want to look at how it affects the state of Maine, how it affects the people of the state of Maine. That's all I care about. I'm all about Maine, Maine first.
In Portland, Phil Hirschkorn for News Center, Maine.